for being here and sticking around after the game. We're delighted to see all the faces of basketball fans in the house, and we are delighted here to have obviously a very special guest with us in Candace Parker, just well known all over the world, one of the best players in the world, but especially here in the Southeast where she played basketball at the University of Tennessee. So let's first of all give Candace a welcome applause. Intimate group here. You know, I want you guys to be able to have an opportunity to ask some questions, but I'll ask a couple that I'm curious about from Candace, and then we can kind of get the ball rolling from there. Candace, first of all, I just want to say congratulations on the season so far, especially your performance against Connecticut. Who saw Candace against Connecticut? Let me tell you, I've already gone on record to say I think it's one of the best individual performances our league has ever seen. How did you prepare coming into this year? And you're in great shape, and you know, what was it like kind of getting back into the swing of things?
I think my main thing this year was to try to prepare my body as much for the grind. A lot of people don't understand we play year-round. I started my season in Russia in October of last year. I came home in December, saw my family, and my daughter, my mom, and I went back in January. We came back April 29th, and the season started with USA Basketball Training Camp May 6th, and the season started May 13th. So like my body never gets a rest. So I think I just really tried to get in the weight room and really try to get stronger to prevent, you know, injuries from happening. But it was just about mental. I mean, I was so excited to play this year because I had been out for so long. So ignore what just happened out there. We're a much better team than that. Hopefully you guys will tune into some more games and not pay attention to that. But you know, you have games like that. We have a game tomorrow against San Antonio, and we're able to bounce back.
And I can say firsthand, I know that LA played at Connecticut, and they had a travel day yesterday, which is a long day. You know, you fly from the West Coast, you get to Connecticut, they had a travel day yesterday, so not a lot of time in between. I will kind of put that
I'll
out
get jet
there.
lagged like a 20-point game with 40 points. No, jet like that.
Okay, I'll put that out there. We saw Layla, I know, courtside, and I follow you on Twitter. I hope you guys follow Candace. She's also great. But you are you're very much a family-oriented person. You love being a mother. I love that about you. It's obvious. You know, you glow when you talk about your daughter. But also Sheldon, with Father's Day here, you've got some time to give him some shine. So what is it like being a mother and also a wife?
I think that's the greatest job I had. When I had Layla, I feel like now I have something to play for, and I have a responsibility to show her that I have to work hard, and if you work hard, you can do anything you want in the world. And I think I took a step back because I realized like people that looked up to me were going to be her role models when she's their age. I mean, like you're going to be her role model when she's 13, like looking at somebody with a basketball. So I think I really try to pay attention to like my demeanor and how I carry myself. And just having a baby, like she knows she doesn't like basketball, so that's out. She's into nail paint. I mean, we got pedicures and manicures, and that was like the highlight of her life. So she's not into basketball. She probably will go to Tennessee, but for like flag or. But that's okay. You know, it's okay. But Shell's a great dad. It's hard for us because we're apart so much, but he's a fantastic dad. He steps in. I have a great support system. My mom helps me out. Layla's a fantastic kid. I wish I could have brought her up, but she was in the crowd.
I was going to say, she's pretty popular. She's pretty popular. Well, I know she's got a lot of stamps on her passport, and could possibly get some more this summer. Will they be traveling with you for the Olympics? Who, for those of you that may not know, Candace did make the roster to go to London for the 2012 Olympics, so congratulations. What did that be like for you, you know, going from the WNBA, getting into that experience, and then what did it mean to you to be named to that roster of only 12 players to represent the U.S.?
You know, I remember laying on my couch in my house when I was younger, and we were watching the 96 Olympics, and Cheryl Swoops was playing. It was when Dawn Staley was playing, Lisa Leslie, Teresa Edwards, and I remember telling my dad, like, I want to play in the Olympics. Like, that's my goal. That's what I did. So he threw me the ball and was like, well, you better get outside and start shooting and playing, because I don't know, if you keep playing the way you're playing, you're not going to play in the Olympics. And so every day, like that was my goal. And then when I played in Beijing, it was like a dream come true. I mean, I was almost like taken back by the experience. We got our gold medal. I remember standing on the podium and just looking at the American flag, and just, like my heart beating so fast, not knowing what to do. So to be going back for a second time is truly a dream come true. And then I think now I'll be able to stop and like kind of smell the roses a little bit, experience it, and then also my daughter's 3, so hopefully she'll have some type of memories for it. And maybe this time around, hopefully win a gold medal, she won't fling my medal around like this. She'll understand. What is this? Yeah, the meaning of it. That's not just like.
Well, I know that in this room we're all Candace Parker fans, but during the Olympics, whether you're an Atlanta Dream fan or an LA Sparks fan, we'll all be cheering for the U.S. So go USA! Congratulations on that. You know, when I look at the course of your career, Candace, you've always been someone who has rose to the occasion. You came into Tennessee and you left with national championships. When you came into the league, you know, you had the shoulder injury, your knee, dealt with different things. What has been the best advice that you've been given that's helped you to overcome some of the adversity and be at the place where you are one of the best players in the world at this point in your career?
Okay, I have some parents in the room, so I'm not encouraging tattoos at all. But I wrote this on my wrist when I got hurt in Tennessee. It's to whom much is given, much is expected. And I feel like I've been blessed with so much that I can't complain about the things and the nicks and the bumps and the bruises that I get. That I've been blessed with so much, and so it's just, a lot of it is expected of me. And that means to like work hard, no matter if it's in rehab every day. I set goals, you know, I had to lift this amount of weight or whatever. When I hurt my knee with my shoulder, it was the same thing. When I had my daughter, I gained 30 pounds when I had my daughter. So every day my husband would be like, do you want to come back on this? Because I circled the calendar when I got pregnant. I circled the calendar. This is the day I'm coming back into the basketball. And so when I would go for that cheeseburger, he'd be like, are you really like helping your cause right now? And I'd be like, So it's not just in like basketball. It's, you know, in life. It's making good choices. It's making sure that you get home and study and doing stuff like that. And you know, that's kind of the way that my parents kind of taught me. We work hard. And, you know, everything's possible.
Well, I don't want to haul Candace home to myself here, even though I have a few more questions. But we want to open up to you guys, and anything you might want to ask Candace. Don't be shy. We're having an open, honest conversation here. Yes.
Hey, first of all, thank you for your time. We appreciate it. I'm from East Tennessee, so I'm a big Tennessee.
Like that.
I'm a big Pat fan. So she set, and I guess my question for you is, what did you learn on the court and off the court from Pat Summitt? And how did she change the game of ladies basketball, in your opinion?
I think the biggest lesson.
That's a big question.
That's a big question. To first answer how I learned, what I learned from Coach Summitt, what I'm continuing to learn from her. She has a definite dozen policy. And my favorite one is handle success like you handle failure. So basically, you need to stay an even keeled person, always. No matter if things are great, no matter if things are bad. And I think that's when you're a great teammate, that nobody should be able to tell whether you have 40 points or whether you have 2 points. You should stay that even plane. And I think that nobody has demonstrated that better than Coach Summitt. I mean, you look at what she's handling right now, and it's almost like she's continuing coaching. I mean, I don't know, I saw on ESPN, she got a hole-in-one golf, you know, she got a hole-in-one on the golf course. I mean, she's continuing to live life, and I think that that's what she's inspired all of us, Lady Ball family, to do, is, you know, she said, you know, if you throw a pity ball, you're going to be the only one that's there. And I think that you can learn a lot about somebody when things aren't going right. And, I mean, we're learning from her right now. The amount of people that she's going to affect with the Alzheimer's Association, probably not going to come close, like, are probably going to be more than what she's affected on the basketball court. And, you know, you can't I mean, you can't teach that. She's living proof of what she teaches.
Just, we're first state from Tennessee, and I've never been to any sports game at Tennessee. But with their, what's it like playing there?
Thompson Bowling Arena is one of the best places to play. Our fan support, you know, I call Tennessee America's team, because I feel like the type of energy that's in TBA, when you go to other arenas, you see orange, or even in the WBA now. Like when I see orange, I smile, you know, like that's the way to get, you know, to get a smile, is because, you know, I feel like it's a big family. It's a college town, Knoxville. Everybody roots for everybody, and, you know, it's someplace that, you know, will always be place that I go back to and visit and support.
We got time for a few more, right? Okay.
Candace, when your career's over, what are you gonna do? What would you like to do?
When my career's over,
Hopefully it'll be a while.
yeah, hopefully
Long
it'll
time.
be a couple of years, more years, like 10 years. We want to have a big family, so I want to have 4 kids, whether that's after, yeah, I know, right? 4 kids today. Tomorrow it might be 1. But right now, at this very moment, I want to have a big family. I want to take Layla to school every day, but in terms of
Coaching
what I would
or
love,
anything like
no,
that?
I can't coach right now.
Sports casting?
I think my biggest career probably would be, I would like to teach, probably. I would like to be a teacher or something like that. I want to be at home. I think I've been traveling the world so much that I want to be in one place and have this
Let me
thing.
give you a piece of advice, because I teach and coach middle school basketball for 22 years.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Very good.
It's a challenge,
Patience, right?
very much so.
You've learned something out of Layla. I know.
Oh, yes, she's out there.
We got a 3-year-old home that I have to yell out patience sometimes.
We have time for one more question. For
Come on, I
Candace.
know, like.
I see a couple of y'all
Okay.
back flinching. Yes, you.
Was it overwhelming when I came from college? I was fortunate enough to be able to play with some of the WNBA players when I was still in college. I played on the senior national team when I was a sophomore in college in a tournament or something. We went to Australia, and then the next year I was able to play on the world team. So I kind of knew what to expect. I think the biggest difference between college and the WNBA and why so many games don't translate that were so good in college coming into the WNBA is because everything's more physical, everything's a lot faster, and it's a lot more quick hitters. It's not as much move the ball, everybody touches it, like everybody can get their own shot, everybody can create their own shot, and it's 24 seconds to do it.
Right here.
What is your individual practice regimen and workout like?
When I was younger, my dad always told me that Michael Jordan got to the gym 30 minutes before and shot. So I was like, I'm not Michael Jordan, he's really good, so I need to be at the gym 45 minutes on the court shooting. So I always get to the gym 45 minutes before. I do like a individual workout with the coach or warm up. At Tennessee it was with Dean and Nikki. Now it's my overseas coach, his name is Olive. So I get to the gym 45 minutes before I shoot, I do like a regimen. And then after practice I do ball handling. And then I just try to stay in the weight room. I think that's the key thing, trying to stay healthy.
Candace, we know you are busy and also tired of a long road trip. Thank you again. A hand for Candace for shower and go on. But we'll be watching you now. You told us Sparks are going to do big things.
Oh man, I'm trying. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time and thank you guys.